Oh, we're not late, Wayne.
Oh no, of course I remember now. It's latent.
Yeah.
Latent. Different ball game.
It's not a ball game, Wayne. It's a topic in physics. This is a ball game. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No, we'll play.
It's quite a soft
play
ball.
squash after this.
All right.
Yeah, it's good to get a bit of sport into your revision.
I think it is. It helps. Yeah. So specific latent heat.
Yeah.
Not the same specific heat capacity because they have different words with them.
Not quite yet. Specific latent heat is to do with. There's two different types that we talk about.
Yeah. It's all about the energy between changing states or phases.
Yeah. Don't be thrown off if the word phases is in there.
Yeah, they often have that instead of the word state. But we focus on changing from a liquid to a gas.
Yep. And a solid to a liquid.
Yeah.
So, an ice cube melting. We used to call that melting.
Now we don't. Now we call that fusion.
So
So we're talking about that. It's latent heat of fusion.
And the definition is almost the same as that for specific heat capacity. It's the energy required for a unit amount of mass to increase by a unit amount of temperature,
which of course it
from solid to liquid. So it's specific for the solid to liquid.
Yeah. As mentioned, and I think I did it in a previous video.
Yeah, we have mentioned this briefly in a previous video.
Yep, when we change from a liquid to a gas, that's vaporization, not evaporating.
Yeah, we used to say evaporating like in GCSE. Now, the specific latent heat of these two things could be acid defined, but more commonly they like to say, they'll give you an example and say what is the name of this, and you'd say fusion or vaporization rather than melting and evaporating.
And they might ask you a question about the energies.
Yeah, and so they might give you an example of water in a pan boiling as someone cooks some peas. Something silly.
Something silly. They'll say, what was the energy?
Yep, and you just use what you used before, your E equals mc delta theta.
Yep, or MCAT, if that helps you remember it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not familiar with how to use that, we did it in the previous video, specific heat capacity. Check that out. Yeah.
But you just use that whole thing, and it's just being specific to an example, really. They don't do anything different. There's no new maths or anything.
No.
And that pretty much sums up this sort of area. Now next we're on to Boyle's law, which is sort of a different area of this.
Sounds similar.
Yeah.
Different spelling of Boyle's.
Different spelling of Boyle's.
Different spelling. That's what they get you on.
That is.
Anyway.
Spellings, people.
Spellings. And
Squash. Right? Squash.